What's up, people? We back with another episode of Beyond the Clientele. I'm your host, J1, J100, or Mr. So 100, because you know I do it the So 100 way. And today we got a special guest in the building, man. We got my young brother. Man, when I tell you this brother got it going on, man, when I say that, I mean mentally. You know, because a lot of these young brothers don't have it together mentally, man. This young brother, man, Trey Moore, business owner, business consultant, clothing brand owner, financial advisor. I mean, like, the boy got so much work in the mix, man, and got some big things coming in the future that I'm going to let him tell you about, man. Welcome to the show, man. Trey Moore, man. CMD Trey in the building. What it do, brother?
What's going on, Jay? I appreciate you for having me. It's a pleasure
man.
to be here.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's an honor having a young man like yourself on deck, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Check it out. First thing I want you to do, Trey, man, is I know I ran it a little bit of it, man, but I want you to just share with the people what it is you do, man. Just a list of things that's on your resume, man, that you've been putting your work in on, man. Share with the people what you got going.
So, like J1 said, I'm Trey Moore, an entrepreneur, servant, clothing brand owner, author, business consultant. And in a few months, we're going to drop the alkaline water brand. So those are just a few of the things I'm doing. We got a lot more coming.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, I did forget the author. He just put me up on that, man. The man got so much, it's hard for me to keep up, man. Man, I love it. Check this out, Trey. This is what I want you to do, man. I want you to share with the people how they can tap in with you on all aspects of what you do. Whether it be social media, any type of contacts, addresses, anything that you have based off, with everything that you're doing, man. Show the people how they can tap in with you.
And the people can tap in with me. CMD CEO Trey, all social media platforms. That's Instagram, Twitter, Trey Moore on Facebook. My email, treymore100@gmail.com. I check that probably more than I check my phone. So, if you're looking for me, that's where you can find me at.
Dig that. That's what's up. Okay, well, look. We gonna start here, man. Of course, this is Beyond the Clientele, man. So I like to get to know my guests a little bit more beyond that, and that's what we sharing with the people, man. I want to start a little different with you, brother, because I really like what you're doing, and I just want to know what part of the city you from?
The East.
You from the East? Okay. So you graduated with high school?
I graduated from Memphis Catholic.
Okay, you graduated from Memphis Catholic High. Okay. And where did this entrepreneurial drive come from? Where did that start, I should say?
It's always been in me. I think since a youngin', probably elementary school, my mama told me one time we had dress what you want to be when you grow up day. And I said, put me on the suit. I want to be a businessman when I grow up. So I think they just transpired to high school. I was selling chips, candy, started a brand. Didn't even know what I was doing. I just had people saying, look, go on Twitter and hashtag CMD, chasing my dream. So I had NBA players, college athletes, your everyday person saying CMD, because everybody got a dream they're chasing.
Yeah.
Whether you chasing the dream to become the mayor, the president, or NBA, NFL dreams, you got the dream. So everybody could resonate with it. And a lot of people just gravitated towards it, and it became a movement. So from that point, everybody like, look, bro, we tired of just hashtagging. We need some product. We need some shirts.
Yeah. Okay.
So I took $125. I was sacking groceries at Kroger in Collierville on New By Head, Young Poplar. And I took $125 when they got me some shirts.
Yeah.
Ran through them quick. And from that, at that point, I said, like I said, some shirts. Well, actually, let me rewind you. My mom, she was like the basketball team mom. So me and my sister both, we played basketball. I played football too. She made some sandwiches one time. Hawaiian rolls, ham, some kind of glaze on it. And everybody, they loved them. So they like, look, Trey, you need to start selling these.
Okay.
Like, cool. So I get home. Mama, look, we got to order. Everybody wants some. Let's put something together. Took them to school, sold them like $2 a piece.
Yeah.
I think the first day I brought home like $75. $75. I'm in high school. I ain't got no bills.
Yeah.
That's smooth for me. So I said, if I can sell some sandwiches and people can gravitate towards me, as long as I got a good product, I can sell whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how the brand, the clothing and everything else came about. So
that's dope, man. That's dope.
Then I just knew I never wanted nobody to tell me what to do.
Right.
I like being able to control my own time, controlling my own destiny, and just I know my vision.
Yeah.
And I don't really like people getting in the way of it. So I said, look, entrepreneurship, that's the way for me.
I like that. I like that, brother. That's what's up. So you say when you was, what grade were you in when you had to put the suit on? When you say, put me on
Probably
the suit on the business, man.
About
what grade?
Fourth grade.
That's about fourth grade.
I was at Southwell Elementary. About fourth grade.
Hey, that's a hell of a story, man. That's So tell me this: are your parents entrepreneurs or
They're not?
They're not.
So
they work. You saw them work all your life.
I work my whole life, and that's really what gave me the inspiration and motivation to go hard.
Okay.
My mom watched her get a couple degrees. My dad been working hard. My whole life. I'm like, this is not what I want to do.
Yeah.
My mama coming home late because she in class. Trying to get a degree so she can further her career and provide a better life along with my father for me and my siblings. And I said, nah, I don't want to, lose time with my family and kids down the line. So that's what really, inspired that for real.
I like that, man. I like that. So tell me this: how many siblings do you have?
I got 3 sisters.
3 sisters.
Two older and 1 younger.
Okay. You're the only boy.
Only boy.
Okay, and y'all all grew up.
We all grew up together.
2-parent household.
Two-parent household.
I like that, man. That's what's up. So what did your parents? What profession is your father in?
So he worked for the city.
Okay.
City of Memphis. Then my mom, she in human resources. So
all right.
I saw all the business side from just that. Hiring, firing, the difficulties, and communicating that. Look, you got to terminate you. So
seeing the job switch up.
Exactly.
They come with a whole nother SOP, whole nother standard operating procedure when it's time to switch it up. And you said you didn't want to be a part of that way. That's what's up, man. What about your siblings? Are they entrepreneurs also?
So my sister, she actually a lawyer. One of them a lawyer, and one is a teacher.
Okay.
And then my youngest one, she's still in middle school.
She's still in school. Okay.
She's trying to figure out what she want to do with her life.
Well, she got plenty to look up to. Everybody putting in some work. Everybody putting in some work, man. Well, share with the people, man. How old are you, man? It just blew my mind when the little brother told me how old he was, man.
I'm 25 years old.
Yeah, man, 25 years old, man. And y'all know, man, it's a lot of youngsters that done lost their way out here. So it's always a pleasure for me to sit with a youngster, man, that got a mindset like your own, man, that's goal oriented and just resilient about their own visions, man. And I came up as a visionary too, man. I was a youngster. I went to the military at 20.
Okay.
But when I got out the military, since then I haven't worked for nobody. That was in 01. I've always been on my grind. Like if I see it, I put it together and try to make it be something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you say chasing my dreams, man, I really can appreciate that statement to the fullest, man. And it's another crazy story. Just yesterday, I had a conversation with a friend of mine. He's also an entrepreneur, and he sent me a message and basically said like, "Are we gonna always chase money and dreams, or are we gonna appreciate?" And he wasn't directing this question to me. He had sent a post, and then he just threw the statement with it, and it wasn't a direct question, but the first line of it was, are we gonna always chase money and in our dreams, or are we gonna start appreciating what we have? And this is not an exact quote, but he said, appreciate what we have, and then work with what we have, and appreciate what God done blessed us with. Some along them lines. And my first response was, well, I feel like a dream can always be chased if it's reasonable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I said, money will be the death of you if you try to chase that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, man, dreams and visions are always worth chasing, man. If they're believable and you feel like you can get to it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that slogan and that brand is definitely universal.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I salute you. I've been in tune with you. I think we were at Live Academy.
Wait,
some years back.
About 2020.
Yeah, it was some years back. Yeah. They had the event there, and I know I was there, yourself, and a few other entrepreneurs, man. So I think that may have been when I first met you. But I was in tune with you already just from social media, man. But I had no idea that this young man was 25, y'all. Yeah. Hey, I gave him, and I didn't think he was an old cat. I just thought he about 29. You know what I'm saying? 28, 29. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 25. A little more grown, but boy, 25 out here working, man. So you also told me a few other things that you're a part of. I think you said the Edge.
Yeah, Edge, the Economic Development Growth Engine. So it's an economic development organization that pretty much strives to provide jobs and high quality jobs and paying wages, to citizens all throughout Memphis. So what that may look like is recruiting a company to come here and giving tax incentives for it. So if a company comes here and say, look, we pledge to provide X amount of jobs and invest $5 million, they may get a tax incentive, a tax break as an incentive for coming to do business in Memphis and providing jobs for people in Memphis. Okay. So outside of that, I'm over the small business program at Edge.
Okay.
So we have about 110, 115 small businesses in Memphis in a portfolio that we help scale, provide technical assistance, funding, things like that.
Okay. With the funding, you said you were on the board. Is that and that's within the same company?
That's not Edge. So that's River City Capital.
Okay. That's two separate entities. The Edge is a separate. It's for the business consulting area aspect of it. Yeah. And the financing portion of it is with a whole other company.
Exactly.
And that company is called?
River City Capital.
River City Capital. Okay.
Capital. So River City Capital, it's a CDFI, Community Development Financial Institution. It's for underserved entrepreneurs who may not be able to get funding from a traditional bank. Okay. So if a person goes to Truist and, they may not have the history or as much credibility, they may go to River City Capital and we may say, look, we believe in this, we see it can be profitable, and here's some funding like that.
Okay.
Now, it's a process now.
Yeah,
of course, you're going to be thoroughly vetted.
Yeah.
But, it's for the more underserved entrepreneurs.
Yeah, so basically you got to have your paperwork in order,
absolutely.
I'm sure. Absolutely. You probably have to have a little time in business.
Absolutely.
You should be able to show that your business is making a profit. Yeah.
For sure.
So that's definitely something, man, that I know a lot of people out here need, man. As an entrepreneur myself, I've always been one I've been able to get funding, here and there through banks, but I've also had visions and situations where I wanted to, but I just being educated enough to know I knew the bank wouldn't go for it, but it probably was a company like yours that I probably could have came and made it happen. You know what I mean? But the banks, they're more corporate driven. Yeah. So if you come in with them, you gotta basically have that corporate outline for them to really receive it. But I've had plenty of visions and ideas, and I may have started funding it myself and realized I couldn't take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? But y'all keep that in mind, man. Say it one more time. It's Edge.
Edge, Economic Development Growth Engine for Memphis and Shelby County in River City Capital.
Okay, man. Y'all keep those in mind, man. And I'll definitely, whenever we air this episode, I'll make sure I put the prompt up for real. That's dope, man. Now you had said something else you got on the way, man. Share with the people what that is with the alkaline water brand.
So the alkaline water brand is called More Life. So it's a play off my last name. We want to keep the legacy going. So More Life ionized alkaline water, and that's something that I've been working on for about 3 years, going on 4 years too. So I went to Miami for a conference, and Rick Ross, he spoke. He did a live podcast interview with Earn Your Leisure. Okay. And he said he only invests in things he believes in. And he said when he invested in Wingstop, he said, I love chicken. He said, so why not invest in something and build me my own, chicken empire as opposed to paying for it, through everybody else. Yeah. So I said, what's something I like?
Okay.
I love water. I walked in here with a water bottle.
You sure did.
And I buy a lot of it. So I said, let me find a source. Let me find somebody who can supply it.
Mm-hmm.
Create the idea, write the vision, make it plain. And I know I got a good support system and people who believe in products I put out. So let me see if I can get it packaged and labeled. I went out to Georgia and met with my supplier. Showed me the whole operation, showed me where the water come from, the whole spring, went through the whole process of how it'll be, filtered and all of that. And I said, yo, let's do it. So spring 2025, More Life, ionized alkaline water. We here.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Hey, big salute to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love alkaline water myself. I have acid reflux. I can't drink a lot of it.
Yeah.
So I have to. I can incorporate it, but I have to drink regular water.
Drink regular water.
It get me, man. I was drinking gallons when I was on a wave where I was getting my gallon in a day, and I was ordering that from a individual out of South Haven.
Okay.
I can't remember the company name, and I apologize for that. But I used to order it by the case, man, gallons by the case. I think I used to get like 8 gallons at a time, and I was drinking them. And man, I'm drinking this, I'm eating clean, and I'm steady getting this acid reflux flare up.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what's going on? So, man, I end up going to the doctor, man, and just telling him about it. And I told my doctor, man, I was like, man, all I drink is alkaline water. And she asked me what pH it was, and I was drinking 9. I was drinking 9, but it was the fact that I was drinking a gallon of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so she was like, the 9 probably is too high, or you can't drink as much. And so I decided I just started whenever I had like probably 2 cases of it left, so I started diluting it, mixing it with my water till it was gone. But every once in a while, I still grab me a bottle of alkaline.
That's some of the best water in my opinion.
Yeah, sure. It is. It is. And you just got to know your pH. You know what I'm saying? Because if the pH is off, it'll affect people in different ways.
Absolutely,
for sure. So when you do yours, do you plan on having different levels?
So it'll be a standard.
A standard level pH, okay, which is
level.
the 9. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, I definitely check it out, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mix it with a bottle here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, man, let's get into, I know that I had to tap into that business portion because you're a hell of an entrepreneur, man, so I had to share that with the people. Let's get into this Beyond the Clientele, man.
Let's do it.
All right, I want to do an impact by decade, which I know you're a young man, so you on your 3rd decade in life right now. But I want you to share an impactful moment in them first 2, man. Share an impactful moment that molded you into the man you are today, man, but do it by decades. So start with the young Trey, man, 1 to 10. Share one of them moments, man, that sticks with you.
When I seen Barack Obama become president.
Yeah, how old were you then?
I was in 4th grade, so I was 8,
Probably
9.
right at 9, 10. Yeah,
It
9
showed me.
going on 10.
Yeah, that showed me that as a black man, that anything is possible.
Yeah,
and that's really. I was in 4th grade when I put that suit on.
Yeah.
So that showed me that no matter your skin color, no matter how young, you can accomplish whatever goal and dream it is you set out to accomplish. And that was something that inspired me since then, and I hadn't stopped.
Yeah.
So that was one of them that's from the first decade for sure. When I saw that, I was in class, we watched the inauguration,
right,
and to hear the first African American president, to be selected, and the whole inaugural celebration, it was just inspiring to me even then, and I really didn't understand it because I'm so young.
But at the same time, that's the first one.
The first one. So it just showed me that none was off limits. If he can break that barrier, why can't Trey break the barrier for whatever I'm trying to do?
For sure, that's dope, man. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. And it's crazy because I ain't even really think about it. I was way out of school when it happened, but I can see how that will inspire a young man. You know what I'm saying? Because we hadn't saw that
at all.
Yeah, we hadn't saw that at all. So that's dope, man. Okay, so What about anything family wise?
Yeah, for sure.
Family wise that may have impacted you.
When I lost my cousin, my first cousin, he was like a brother to me. I was in 11th grade.
Okay, so this that next decade.
This the next decade. I was 16. And I had just talked to him 2 hours before it happened. He called me. We like so tight, you know.
Yeah.
I spent the night at his house, coming up every weekend, or he at my house.
Yeah.
You know, and they were like my best friends. So when he passed, I could have let it deter me from, you know, what I was doing. Because, like I said, I had been a visionary and ambitious and driven, but it kind of brought out more purpose.
Okay.
So, you know, we had dreams and we talked about what we were going to do together. But since he wasn't here anymore, I had to kind of take that lead and do it myself. You know, and it just gave me more motivation and inspiration to just keep going.
Yeah.
So that was one of the moments for sure. I started a nonprofit in 12th grade called Put Down a Pistol. So he was a victim of gun violence.
Okay, that was my next question. Yeah. How did he pass away?
Gun violence.
Violence.
Started the nonprofit, went to different schools. 12th grade, I think I went to Trey Moore Elementary, taught the 400, 500 kids.
Yeah.
You know, just about the importance of straying away from gun violence and the negative impact it'll have on, you know, you as the suspect and as the victim, family of the victim. And I know what it did for us, and I just didn't want to see anybody else go through it. So that was something that definitely, you know, had a tremendous impact on me. And it molded me into who I am.
For sure.
I like to style. I'm a real low profile person. You know, you're really not gonna catch me with nobody real. I'm 9 times out of 10 by myself. You know, so stay out the way, handle my business, and go home.
I like that. I like that. That's good, man. Gun violence is like a plague on the city too, man. With the nonprofit, did y'all see? Did y'all continue it on?
So I didn't. After high school, when I went to college, I didn't continue it on. So I was a part of a program called LIGHT, Let's Innovate Through Education. So it was a program for high schoolers, high school entrepreneurs. They help you start a nonprofit or whatever for-profit business. They give you, I think we had $600. They, you know, and we used it for marketing. Okay. We had a pitch night, and on the pitch night, that's when we pitched the whole idea to people, and I won second place in that one. But it was you know, for the program. So I didn't continue it after. Probably should have, you know, because I like the impact it was making. Even young people were coming up to me, the young kids. I'm in high school, they in middle school, and they asking me questions, and I'm feeling like I'm really making an impact. So I didn't continue it, but that's probably something I should have.
Yeah, but that's something, man, you can always, you know, run it back.
Sure.
That's something you can run back, man. And I think the kids can use something like that right now, man, because the influence that the social media and entertainment industry has right now, we definitely need something positive to share with the kids too, you know. So at least they'll have something to pick from. Instead of nothing but the negative, man. So that'll be dope to run back if y'all can, man, for sure. Okay, well you in your third decade. Have you had any impactful times in this first half?
My grandma passed last year.
Really?
She passed last year, April 17th.
Really, man. My condolences, man.
2023.
23.
Yeah, so that was because she, you know, the matriarch of the family.
Yeah, for sure.
The one that everybody love, and she love you. She gonna take care of you. You spending summers with her every summer. So she was from Mississippi. So I mean, every summer we'll go down there. Me and my sisters would go down there and spend a summer with her, and that impacted me. I kind of went through like a slick, mild depression. After she passed, you know, it was probably like a week or two. I didn't even come out the house. And just sitting like, damn, grandma gone. You know,
that's a tough one, boy. Losing a grandparent, hey, especially if you connected to them.
For sure.
It's tough, man, for real.
So I think losing her just made me want to make her proud.
You
know, because last time I saw her was in the hospital. You know, she was in the hospital, and you know, just looking at her was like, I got to make some shape for her.
Do something,
Got to make her proud. So I think Grandma proud right now. I know she's proud.
For sure. I know she is, man. I know she is for sure, man, because you putting down. You putting on, for real. That's what's up, man. You don't have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. Okay. What about a significant other?
I do.
You do? Yeah. You're not married or nothing?
Not married. Not married yet.
But you do have a significant other.
She take care of me.
That's what's up.
You know, whatever I lack, she
picking up the slack. I like that.
Wherever I'm weak at, she's strong. So
That's good balance.
Yeah,
That's
she a
good
great
balance.
woman.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, I just want to say, I just love how mature you are for your age. Not that you're a child or anything, but it just, it takes a lot of. I got to commend your parents.
Yeah, they did a great
Because
job.
they did a great job with you, man. Just having the mindset that you have, and I know that you're destined to do great things just from your focus. You know what I'm saying? So I got to commend them right now, man. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Moore, y'all did y'all thing with this one.
Well, y'all did y'all thing, Mom, Pops. Happy birthday to my Pops, too. It's his birthday today. So.
Today, oh, man, happy birthday to you, man, for sure. Yeah, that's what's up. Well, look, man, I want to get into a little bit more, man. You say you were the third of 4 children. So your household dynamic, you only had to be the big brother to one. How was the dynamic between you and your older sisters?
I still was like I'm an overprotective brother regardless.
So you the big little brother.
I'm the big little brother. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to him.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't gonna play with them. Whatever they need, I'm there.
Yeah.
My sister called me right now and say, "Look, Trey, I got a flat.
You
J1. I have to holler at you next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We gotta
I gotta go. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
We were tight. We were all close though.
How far in age? Part of y'all.
One of them, 18 months, and then the other one, she 32, 33.
Okay,
about
so
8
she
years.
about 8 years. Okay, so she
Older.
she the big
Yeah,
sister.
big sis.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you in the middle one, y'all pretty close.
Yeah, that's like my best friend.
Yeah,
we talk every day.
Y'all almost twins. Y'all borderline twins.
Yeah, every people think we are though.
For
they
real?
think we twins. They think we twins. Yeah, that's my girl. We grew up together.
Yeah,
like,
that's
tight.
real. Yeah, 18 months is that's real
and,
tight.
And that's something my parents instilled in us early. Like y'all all y'all got.
That's it.
When we gone, y'all gotta look out for each other.
Yeah.
Don't let no outsiders come in and infiltrate what we put together. Because at the end of the day, we family.
For sure.
And I know my sister. If nobody else love me, I know my sister love me.
Yeah,
and I love
for
her.
sure.
So.
Yeah, that's dope, man. And baby girl, she just reaping all the benefits.
Reaping all the benefits. Spoiled, she
baby girl getting all the benefits, man. That's what's up.
Crab balls and lamb pasta. I ain't had that coming up.
Yeah, you eat whatever mama cook.
Right. Yeah,
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I like that though. So that dynamic with you being the little big brother, I'm sure that you carried a lot of responsibility as far as the manly task around the house or whatever.
Definitely.
Yeah, and y'all balanced that real well.
We did. We really didn't have you do this and you do that. Of course, I'm gonna take the trash out and do all the manly stuff. Yeah, but they raised us all the same.
So you know how to handle the dishes too. Yeah,
I cook. I live by myself, so I'm cooking, cleaning, washing. There's one thing I can say too about my parents. They taught me the importance of being self-sufficient. Yeah. So anything anybody else does for me is a plus.
A plus, yeah.
I can grocery shop, I can cook, I pay my own bills. So everything else is just an addition.
I like that. That's how I was raised, man. I was raised exactly that way. And I raised my daughters that way. Wow. I'm a father of 6 daughters, so whenever they all grown. My youngest is your age, actually. My youngest daughter. Y'all the same age. And but they run into situations and relationships and stuff, and they might be like, "Daddy, you messed us up," and I'll be like, "Nah, I just didn't raise you. I didn't. Some people raise their kids and be like, I can't wait to walk you down the aisle. Yeah. No, I raised them like your parents. I raised them to be self-sufficient, man. You're gonna be good with or without a dude.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you get with a dude, it's by choice. It's not because you need them. It's because you want them. You know what I'm saying? So they've ran into these situations and relationships, and it kind of I'll come out in the situation where it's like, hey, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? She ain't built like that. No. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I can commend parents who do that for sons also, though, because a lot of times parents are crippled sons.
Yeah, they will. They will.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do this. You ain't got.
Yeah.
Now he got this big nasty house.
Exactly.
He don't know how to balance his checkbook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to pay the bills.
Yeah.
He don't know how to cook. Don't know how to clean. You know, it just becomes a problem. But then he end up in a situation where he got to live with somebody. He got to depend on her to get him right. You know, we ain't having that.
Yeah.
Man. I ain't with that. And my mom raised me the same way. I'm talking about. I raised my daughters. I was a widowed father, so I had custody of 4 of them by myself at 24.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you
Tough.
just think of your age now and imagine having 3, 4 daughters in the house with you that you solely, totally responsible for. I had to do hair, like you say, cook, clean, wash, teach them everything they need to know, along the way. But I was equipped for it based off my upbringing. I was equipped for it, man. So I was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I definitely commend your parents on that. What else do you think contributed to your entrepreneur mindset? Do you think it just clicked and that you just never left, or is this anything else besides watching them work, or Barack Obama, or anything in society or your peers, anything else that gave you that drive?
Mentors. I had a lot of mentors along this journey who were entrepreneurs, who I watched.
Yeah.
Not necessarily what they told me, but what they showed me.
Yeah.
I said, you show me this. And it's a couple of them, notable people in Memphis that, have mentored me, millionaires and just great people.
Yeah.
And they just showed me, what's possible. So I think mentors play a big role. They played a big role in my journey, and just always being a student.
Yeah.
I think that's what's been, keeping me sharp too. I always been willing to learn and willing to listen.
Yeah,
knowing it. I
open
don't
mind.
know everything.
Right, right.
I'm 25. Some my mentor is 65. So you got decades on
you
me.
Listening to all of them too.
Everything. And if it's somebody younger than me who doing something that I aspire to do, I'm listening to him too.
For sure.
So just being open-minded and always willing to learn and never being content.
Right.
A lot of people, they'll think, oh, you accomplished this or you did that, you good.
Can chill, yeah.
I'm willing to learn.
Yeah, I'm with you.
This morning, got up at, really didn't sleep that much last night. I got up at 4 this morning, went to the gym. I'm reading, I'm praying, watching podcasts, and we here at 6, no breaks. I'm learning and developing and evolving. So that's what I can accredit to the entrepreneurial mindset, just learning and the mentors.
Okay. Yeah. What did you finish college?
So I didn't.
You didn't finish?
I left college after my sophomore year.
Okay. What did you study? I'm just curious to know.
Studied business.
Okay, you stayed on your business path. Like, duh. Duh. What am I thinking? What else would you be going for? Yeah, straight business.
But when I left college, my situation was a little different from most. A lot of people leave school and they don't have an idea what they're gonna do. When I left, I had an internship lined up.
So you already was on your path.
I already was on it at a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
So I saw every position as an intern, service, from office to sales. I did everything that I could do to learn about business.
Okay.
So it wasn't like I left.
So you got hands-on instead
experience.
Of going through the books.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest experience right there. That's the
best.
Biggest teacher right there.
Yeah, that's the best.
Hands-on, you can get out and be interactive with the customers who actually buying. You build these relationships.
Yeah.
You learn customer service.
Yep.
You learn how an office should be run, how the accounts payable, accounts receivable, all of those things. So I think that was the biggest blessing for me too.
Yeah.
Because if I can be honest, after high school, I really didn't. I knew college wasn't my thing.
Okay.
I played football in college though too. So
okay.
When I'm like, I love the game and I had the scholarship, so why not take the scholarship?
Right. It made sense.
It made sense, but I lost love for the game, and I said business is really what I want to do anyway. Let me follow my own path, and
I can dig it.
Let God lead me, and He ain't steered me wrong yet.
Steered you wrong, yeah. But I think, you be the judge. Do you think you learn more as an intern that you did in that first 2 years of
Oh,
college?
for sure. Yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
English class is
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
can
yeah.
talk and write.
Right,
You know,
you already got that in
I
high
already
school.
got it in
Yeah.
high school. You know, going through science classes. What I'm gonna do?
You
with
like,
science?
what am I doing? Yeah, that's how I felt in college. I went to college for a little community college after high school, but it was too much like high school
Yeah.
for me. I couldn't get with the program. I was with everything but
Everything for
what
real.
was going on.
Then you checking. I remember one time in college, I went 2 weeks with just $22 in my pocket.
Oh yeah, pockets be
You
so
know,
tight.
so I'm like, nah, something got to
Some
change.
got to change.
Like I ain't built to live like this.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
even
yeah.
in college, I'm 6 hours away.
Yeah.
So, you know, mom and daddy, they not here. They can't
they'll
cook me
shoot
a
you
meal.
something,
Yeah,
maybe.
they'll shoot you something,
but it's on a tight budget because
Right.
they don't want you to get too
exactly.
loose out
You
there.
know, it wasn't the life that I knew I wanted to live.
Yeah,
So I
for
said,
sure.
let me create my own life.
Yeah,
You know, and that's when I came back home and got the internship, and you know, it's been up
you
since
been
then.
moving ever since. I like that, man. That's what's up. So you do you feel like just with your story in itself and just your mentorship, the people that mentored you, do you feel like you have the capability to mentor a young man at this point now? Like,
Absolutely, I've done it.
are you on that?
Yeah, I've done it earlier.
Yeah.
You know, before 25.
Okay.
You know, my whole goal in life is if I come up to reach back down and bring somebody else up with me.
Yeah.
So, whatever that looks like in mentorship, you don't have to have it all together.
Yeah, just sharing information.
Just sharing
man.
information.
Yeah, just
So,
sharing it, yeah.
You know, I got a couple of younger brothers who I talk to all the time that I give game and information and resources
Yeah.
to, and just try to show them the right way. So
That's dope, man. Yeah, that's good. Because the reason I asked, because I think that'll be something good to implement into your program that you had before in your
Absolutely.
nonprofit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then get like-minded young brothers like yourself, because I think youngsters receive it a
do.
little better from you even than me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They'll take. We could be saying the same
Yeah.
thing, but because you're closer
Yep.
within reach as far as age is concerned, I think they receive it better.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I look like them.
Yeah, you
know,
look
we wear
like
the
you
same
fit
clothes.
the description. Yeah,
I got earrings. I got to wear chains.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
shit, I do too.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't.
You
I
know,
definitely feel like
yeah.
they can relate to you that much more, and they can. It's like they can see it. It's, you know, like if I'm giving it to them, it's more like, man, it's like they talking to their pops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You like my uncle. You like my dad. But
Yeah.
if you get to a young brother, it's more like a big brother to them. They can receive it that much better. So that's definitely something you probably can implement, man. And you know, the whole gun violence thing is just, I think that's a priority.
It
out here
is.
right
It
now.
is.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I seen. I just saw recently, man, a young brother killed his father.
I saw that.
You saw that, and I actually met the guy before. I didn't know him, but I met him. I knew we had a few mutual friends, and I met him in passing. But what was crazy about that situation was this father was an active father.
Yeah.
This father been with this young man. You know what I'm saying? He was actually 24 years old. He had just turned 24, December 24.
Wow.
Of 24. And his dad, they had a video online where they were celebrating together. His dad, it was shooting him with the little party stuff that come out the spread.
Yeah.
You know, and they was having a good time.
Yeah.
And you know, you go off check the photos on Facebook. His daddy been there, man, since he was a toddler. Always, you know. And then it was his junior. You know what I'm saying? So it just shows that the influence of this gun violence and this era of the gun has really altered some of these young men's mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a father, you know, it's one thing to be an estranged father. You know, you have that. You know, some young men may have animosity towards their father based off what their mom may have said or whatever. But to have a father that's been active and right there, and for it to come to that, and I don't know the whole story, but for it to come to that, it just was a little extreme, man. I think that mentorship and just a program like the one y'all had would probably definitely help these young brothers,
sure.
man, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get into a few words with you, man, and I got a couple more questions I want to share with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to get into a few words, man. These are words that I think definitely checks a person's temperature. You know what I'm saying, and can really, identify a person based off how they feel and how these words apply to their life. So we're gonna start with the word humble. And I always want to point out that I don't mean the humble that grandma probably taught us. Grandma was coming from a different place when they were teaching us that the true meaning of humble is to basically dim your light. You know what I'm saying? To satisfy others. We'll put it like that. That's in a nutshell. The true meaning of humble is to basically, dim your light just so others won't be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Me myself, I don't think it should be taught to a child. But I do feel like it's some things that will humble you. Life itself.
For sure.
A higher power.
Yeah.
Knowledge. Man, just reality.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
for me to dim my light just to satisfy others,
no, I don't agree with it.
I can't agree with it.
Nah.
So now that, and I know usually if I say the word humble, most people gonna go off what they've been taught. They gonna go off with like I said, with what grandma or our parents may have taught us. That ain't what they meant for us to take from it. The true meaning.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They really meant the humble that comes with life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't overdo it. Always be humble. But they more so meant be appreciative.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it meant to be more so appreciate what you have. Appreciate that. Don't just, don't brag about it or whatnot. But we're going to rewind. Take it to humble, man, and tell me what that is for you and how you apply it to your life.
Humble to me is just knowing that I'm unique, but I'm not better than anybody.
Okay, I like that.
Humble is knowing that God done blessed me with some gifts.
Yeah.
Some gifts to use that not too many other people have. Unique gifts for me.
Yeah.
But knowing that when I use them, I'm still not better than nobody, even if it puts me in a different light.
Yeah.
So really that just means staying grounded to me.
Okay.
No
I like
matter
that.
how you go, you still don't sit on this pedestal.
Yeah.
The reality about it is it can be taken away so quick.
So easy, yeah. And you said something, and I said that too, like, a higher power will humble you. That's basically what you're saying. Like, you knowing that your gifts is coming from a higher power.
Absolutely.
So it ain't just you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't just me at all.
Yeah. So that's definitely the proper way to see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think people get it so twisted. And I saw a clip on social media. I can't remember this brother's name out of Atlanta, but he broke it down between the word humble and the true meaning and how we teach our kids, and he talked about narcissists. So narcissist is a aspect of narcissism is being into yourself.
Arrogant,
yeah. But when he broke it down to like, what would you want to teach your kid? You don't have. I would much rather teach my kid to be a narcissist than to be humble in the true aspect and the true meaning of it. Like, nah, be all into you. You know what I'm saying? Before I teach them to dim their light for others. You know what I mean? So I just saw that clip about a week ago. I was like, he really said something. You know what I'm saying? Because narcissists, you know, they get looked down upon or frowned upon. You know what I mean? But then you turn around and say be humble, but then you like, man, do you really want to teach your kid that? Or would you? I mean, he probably wouldn't say, "Hey, go be a narcissist."
Yeah, for sure. I would tell him, know yourself.
Know yourself. Yeah, and love that.
Exactly.
Love that. Love who you are. You know, for sure. So it was just a crazy twist, and he made it sound real interesting when he said it and how he put it. All right, my other word I want to tap into with you, man, is loyalty. Yeah. Loyalty,
it's
man.
Everything. I mean, everything to me.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like loyalty is a trait. If a person isn't loyal, if first I look at how you treat the people closest to you. Are you loyal to them? Because loyalty and respect.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm loyal to you, I'm probably ain't gonna do nothing to jeopardize you, to disrespect you.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's everything. If a person don't entail that, I really don't want to be acquainted or associated with them, because I live my life on that. That's what I've been raised and, you know, groomed by my parents and people I looked up to be loyal. You know, if somebody treats you good, you stay loyal to them. You know, don't compromise your morals or your character or integrity. Be loyal to that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so that's something that I hold near and dear to my heart. You know, for sure. Like, that's something I walk everywhere I go. It's reminded, you know, just a loyal person. And, you know, anybody who ever dealt with me, they can vouch and say, Trey, he one of the, if not the most loyal person, he one of them.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
yeah. I like that, man. I think loyalty, myself, I look at loyalty a lot like, well, for one, you have to establish a dynamic. It has to be a relationship in play in some shape, form, or fashion, whether it be business, you know, family, you know, man and woman, friends. It's established with some type of objective, I should say. But you take respect, which would be my next word. You can walk in a room with that with a stranger. You know what I mean? You, of course, you can't walk in the room and be loyal to everybody.
You got to earn it.
You got to earn it. You got to establish that somewhere. So what I like about loyalty associates more with love to me, because they both have that same aspect. Like, you have to have something to establish where we starting at. Yeah, where do we start? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, when you establish that loyalty with that person, it just grows, just like love. Once you establish love with a person, it should just grow until something happens to break it. Respect, you like I said, you can walk in the room.
Walk in the room,
and you don't have to make it's like a common ground. And then now, if you disrespect me or don't return the respect, then of course that's where the imbalance come in at. But loyalty and love, people always tie loyalty and respect together, and they definitely relate, because it falls under the umbrella. Once the loyalty is established, you got the respect come into play. But respect can stand alone, and respect can stand without being acquainted, without establishing an objective. You can walk in the room with it. You know what I'm saying? And you can and you can demand it. Rather, I can meet an individual, shake their hand, and I can demand respect from there. But I can't demand loyalty.
No, you can't.
You know what I mean? So I always break them up, because they so commonly put together. You know what I mean? And I always break them up, you know, because like I said, the respect, you walk in the room with that. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty has to be established. Just like love, it has to be established somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I
think loyalty too is like a byproduct of trust.
Definitely, for sure.
You know,
I'm
sure. Loyal. I trust you. I mean, I'm loyal to you. I trust you, so I'm gonna be loyal.
It's safe.
Yeah,
it's safe to be loyal to you, because you trust that person. Because if you don't trust them, you can't.
I can't be loyal to you.
Where can we? We can't even establish loyalty. I don't even trust you. You know what I'm saying? But I can respect you though. Stay where you at. But hey, we ain't doing no loyalty or no love in that, because I can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel you on that one. My next one, man, I want to know how you feel about unity. And I know that's a complicated word when you take the element that we live in.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm talking about the city element. You know, we got a stigma that it's a lot of hate here.
Absolutely.
Stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I know you do because I know I do. I get a lot of love.
Yeah.
But it's some hate.
Yeah.
It's some hate that we just probably just
Yeah.
block out and don't
Yeah.
even pay attention
It's
to.
a lot of it.
But it's there.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that word, man, unity? Do you feel like it's something that's feasible? And of course it's coming with the ones you have loyalty with.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying, do you feel like it's something that's feasible as a whole when it comes to the city of Memphis?
I think the potential is there for sure.
Yeah.
I think once everybody get on that common ground,
Yeah.
and has that same, I guess, respect for the vision,
Mm-hmm.
then that's where the unity will come.
Yeah.
You know, I think unity, in my opinion, is the most powerful thing people can do. You know, we better
Man.
together,
Man,
for sure.
You said something right there.
But I think people really gotta understand where we going. Are we going to the same place? Okay, this what you want. This what I want. We want the same thing.
Yeah.
We just may have a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And once there's some understanding there, let's come together and accomplish this goal. So I
Yeah.
think it's potential there.
Definitely.
You know, it's some work they got to be
It's
put
some
into
definitely
it, though,
work.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. And I think we go back to your byproduct of loyalty. That trust got to be there.
Got to be there.
You know what I'm
For sure.
saying? It's hard to unify whenever the trust isn't there. So you got to have that in there, man, for real.
Yeah.
But I like to hear people's opinion on that because I came here from the military. I got out the military and came to Memphis, but I'm originally from Illinois.
Okay.
And in Illinois, unity is almost it's kind of easy in a sense. I'm gonna say that. And I've been living in Memphis for 20 plus years, but that was something that was common. People were unified. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed in Memphis it wasn't as common.
Yeah.
You know, it was a lot of and we see it in the mainstream, in rap, and we see it all around us. You know what I mean? And I learned just being able to step back and evaluate that stigma has been rooted from far back in Memphis. Every time I hear about different history and different relationships that used to be and then they change, and I've heard this in different stories of Memphis history. You know what I mean? So I think that it's a lot of fear of unity here. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a lot of fear, and I think that people, like-minded people, like yourself, and probably some of the people you have those relationships with can probably show a great example.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Us. You know what I'm saying? We could probably show that it's a possibility, and it'll slowly take us over the hump.
Yeah.
And then we can probably end up being the city with the potential. Like, I mean, we always say this. We always say we can be like in Atlanta. Yeah. Even though we're too small.
Yeah.
We're small, but we can be like a small version of it if we were to unify. Mm-hmm. But it's so many backstabbing, conniving, and hatred that you run across. I think it's always that fear and that distrust that this individual or that individual is going to do right. Yeah. Especially if it's a large group. Mm-hmm. You know, you might take 2 or 3 and, man, we're running bulldozing through this joker, but if it gets too big, it seems like somewhere it always break down.
The vision somebody not gonna see.
Yeah,
the
somebody
vision.
lose it. Yeah, and this something you got to be linked up like a chain. But if you ain't linked up, if it's a crack in that link, man, it's gonna derail it.
For sure.
And I learned that for real. I want you to finish the sentence for me now, man. Okay. It hurts me to see.
You just talked about it when people can't come together.
Yeah.
It hurts me to see that in this city. because we so talented.
Yeah.
I feel like Memphis is the most talented city.
Yeah. We got some power.
For
we
sure.
got power.
A lot of it. But it hurt me to see when we rather go against each other than come together.
For sure.
Knowing that we can accomplish some major things if we just came together. So, that's something that hurt me to see for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. This is one of those things that I always say too. Like Memphis, I don't think that they understand or we understand that celebrating one another is more powerful than degrading one another. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Giving an individual that props and with the relationships I have, man, I get love, man. I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's easy for me to look over the hate because a lot of times the people that may hate me don't even know me.
Don't even know you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or people might be cutting me down. They really don't even know me.
Yeah.
But the ones that do, man, I can say that I receive nothing but love. The love that I can expect, you know what I mean?
Likewise.
And but I think that if an individual realize how much power it is to give props, to show appreciation, to acknowledge the next man, it seems like it takes you that much further. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
It takes you to another level because I think that the trust comes into play. Like, oh, he's showing love.
Yeah.
Okay, he might be all right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? As to where you a person that just don't give out no love or don't give no props or don't appreciate nobody else's craft or nobody else's work. It's easy for people like look upside your head like I don't know if I can trust this cat. This nigga ain't show love to nobody else.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that there's power in that, man. And I think once we understand that as a whole, we'll shine. Yeah. We'll shine for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna get into a couple more questions before we close, man. What makes Trey happy, man?
What makes Trey happy is seeing everybody else happy.
Yeah.
Seeing my people thrive. Seeing people I really care about accomplishing goals. Yeah. Being at peace. That's what makes me happy. Because a lot of stuff I do, it ain't about me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even me grinding and doing what I'm doing now, it ain't about me. Yeah. So I can provide my loved ones with a better life than they living right now. So that's what make me happy.
That's good, man. That's good. You gonna do some major stuff, man, with that mentality for sure. You're gonna do something major with that, man. All right, another thing I want to ask. Let me get in my bag real quick. Make sure I don't miss nothing. Get it. Yeah, cause we coming to a close, but I don't want to miss nothing, man.
We beyond the clientele.
Yeah, we gotta make sure we get it, man. In the meantime, right now, I want you to do something for me, man. I want you to share anything that you have that you want to make sure. I don't know if you had some thoughts on your mind before you got here. Like, I want to make sure I share this with the people. Is it anything that you need them to know about Trey right now? You know what I'm saying? That you like, if y'all don't know nothing else, I want y'all to know this about me, man.
I think what they see is, you get what you see from me. So ain't really no skeletons in my closet. Nothing, they probably need to know, but I'm an open book. Yeah. Whatever a person need, a resource, if anybody else ever told y'all, look, or gate kept from y'all, Trey ain't gonna do that. If you need a resource, information, knowledge, whatever is here. And I ain't the person that's, give me $400. No, it's all good. I know that more I give, more I help, the more blessings I get. So I ain't come back. So if you don't know that about me, take heed and apply it.
They know that now.
They know it now for sure.
They know it now for sure.
A lot of people that don't know me, they think I'm just to myself. They think like I remember one girl. So I coach too. I coach basketball at St. George's. Okay. And the young lady, she messaged me. I'm like, hey, you coach for St. George? I'm like, yeah. She said, well, I wanted to speak, but you just look like you just don't play.
For real?
Yeah, I should be to myself, but I want people to know, ain't like you can come up and
You're a people person. You interact with people. You
I
don't have no
interact with
problem
people
with
for
that.
sure.
Yeah. Dig that. Okay, I know what it was I wanted to ask you, man. And you're a young man too, so I like to ask this question. Tell me something that you believed as a child that you found that as an adult it wasn't true.
I believed as a child I found.
Yeah. Besides the obvious, Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I want to talk about something that you truly believed as a child. Then you find out like, dang, it ain't true, man.
Does it have to be factual or just anything?
Anything.
Okay.
Anything that you believe that you found out it wasn't true. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that as a child that everybody I was around wanted the best for me and was my friend.
Okay.
And my pops always told me, you ain't got no friends out here. They ain't your friend.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to see you do better than them. You know? And I was always under the impression that because I show love, and because I'm this person that everybody else was like
just
that.
like
so,
me.
Found out that wasn't true, and man, it broke my heart. People who I, gave effortlessly and willingly to, and to find out they weren't who I thought. It's like
it was just sometimes some people are just receivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just feel like if I'm not receiving, I don't care about nothing else.
You're right.
Some people build like that, and that's men and women, boys and girls. Yeah. It's just like if I'm not receiving nothing, nothing else matters. Yeah. And that's why a lot of times when you become successful, you lose friends, you lose family members. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I've seen it all the way from siblings, parents. I mean, it done happened. We've seen it happen time and time again because I think it's just because they're receivers. They just don't know how to give. Yeah. They just take us. Yeah. And even if you're not giving them a whole lot, long as they don't have to give you nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's those type of people. Like I was saying, it's just even giving compliments. It's some people that's hard for them to do. You know what I'm saying?
I understand it.
Have you ever been fresh as hell? You see a nigga come and see you, he be like, "You fresh, ain't it, Trey?" He don't even know how to say, "Hey man, hey, you fresh as hell, my boy. I see you." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I checked the dude one time. I'm a barber. I was walking in the shop one time. I bought this fresh ass coat fresh as hell. And it was obvious. It was clear. It was no issue. It was like everybody knew it was a fresh ass coat. Yeah. I walked in the shop, man. I remember the cat. He said, "Dang, got your Eskimo coat on it."
Yeah, trying to be funny.
Look, I said, "Hey man, just say the coat is fresh as a mother," and everybody in the shop like, that motherfucker hard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and I do this with my clients. I always stress self-confidence and masculinity and things of that nature with my young male clients when I'm cutting hair and stuff. So I had one little client, man, he was a bad little, he one of them bad little kids. Yeah. Man. He probably about 8, 9 years old. And I had my jewelry on. I had this chain. I had my other chain with So 100 on there, right? I was going somewhere. I was just in the shop for a minute. So I'm cutting him, and I'm seeing him. Every time I turn him around, he just looking at my jewelry. Yeah. He just looking at it. And he said, what'd he say? Chain sparkling, ain't it? It's something of that nature. Like he really tried. He tried to check me, but and so I said, hey, just say you like it, man. I do like it. I said, it's okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Just say, J1, I like your chain. He like, I like your chain, J1. Guess what? About 2-3 weeks later, right?
He got one.
He done popped in. He done went and started the gas station. Hey, the boy, look, he got about 3-4 people in front of him when he show up. And so he's sitting there for a minute. I see he got his little chain on, but I'm in a deep conversation with my client in the chair. So I hadn't got to him yet. Man, he's sitting there about 5 minutes. That boy walked up to me and said, "Hey, J1, you see my chain?" I say, yeah, man, I see you, man. You looking real good, but it just goes to show that it just take. And then he was a child with just his mom. His dad wasn't there. So it just shows like they can be taught, man. Show love, man.
Yeah, show love. It don't cost nothing.
And I definitely try to help youngsters because they don't be knowing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, don't be like that, man. You can just say you like it. Yeah. And that's all he needed. He just didn't know how to approach it. Yeah. But he really, I'm seeing him look at it as I'm cutting his hair. Every time I turn to it, he mesmerized by the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at it. But he don't know how to say, man, I like that. Yeah. And see, I come from that. I come from a family that's like that, man. My stepfather who just called me early, like I come from a family where you can barely be doing it. Yeah. But they gonna show you love and support. Yeah. Like, hey, you doing it, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, people don't know how much that inspires you. You know what I'm saying? To let somebody, if you done put your clothes on and you got it together, it might not be the best. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But just somebody saying, man, you looking good, man. I like how you put it together. That inspire a youngster that ain't got too much.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely believe in that, man. And I don't think that gets enough credit. No. That all it take, man, is just I remember being a kid, man, and my aunts talking about how handsome I am, and that sticks with me now. With you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, you can't, you put me in a room full of 100 niggas and say one of these niggas ugly. I know it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just got that much confidence. It's probably one of these other niggas. It can't be me.
It can't be me.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's just one of them things that I think that just has to be instilled. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But back to what you were saying about believing that everybody wanted you to win and then find out later. Yeah. Nah, that wasn't the case. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that's deniable is success. It's undeniable, man. You gotta go get it. Man, tell me something that what's the biggest lesson you feel like you've learned in life thus far?
I've learned a lot of lessons.
Yeah, the biggest one is like that one lesson you like, yeah, okay, I'm on my way now.
One of the biggest lessons I learned was what really mattered or what really I was supposed to value. You know, when I was younger, I used to value chasing the dreams and, you know, money and all of this and that, but I realized that when it's gone or when you lose it, it's a couple of people that's gonna be there, and them the ones that you gotta value more than it. Okay. Because if you start valuing like people, we human at the end of the day, so we got feelings and emotions. Yeah. So we feel pushed to the curb. We feel like you putting something over me. You might lose them. Yeah. You know, so that's something that I learned. Like my family. You know, my sisters, my parents, like my family. I'm going on a trip with my first cousin next month. Yeah. Like that's what really matter when all the accolades gone. Yeah. You know, after you make the 40 under 40 list, and we done celebrating it, the ones who know you for real. Yeah. The ones who, when don't nobody know, if you going through something, you can call them and say, look, cuz, man, I'm going through it. And they check your cash up beside there. Don't even mention it. Yeah, that's what mattered the most for sure. So you know, just valuing the real genuine relationships more than the material stuff, because that stuff come and go. Yeah, you know, for sure. You don't hold no weight. You can't take that. It ain't following no hearse. No, when it's time to leave, it ain't following no hearse. Ain't no U-Haul pulling up to no funeral.
No, ain't no storage in the graveyard.
None. So
ain't no storage in the graveyard.
Yeah. So
for sure,
that's something that probably the biggest lesson. So now, in the free time I do have, I'm trying to kick it with my people.
With your people, yeah.
With my people, like go over mom's them house. Let's throw some on the grill, which I hadn't. I've seen them, but I hadn't really just had a lot of time to just go spend with them like that. But when I do, have a finding time, I'm trying to be around my family, my loved ones, because I know they care about me more than a watch or a chain or anybody out at these little clubs and stuff care about me. So
for sure, definitely, I'm with you. So tell me this, Trey, man. What's your vision for Trey Moore as a man, as a businessman, and everything? You know, what's your vision for yourself going on? I'm gonna say next 5 years.
Next 5 years.
Yeah.
Of course, multi-business owner.
Yeah.
Still married, man, because I value family. I grew up seeing it. Like, I grew up seeing my mother and father build something for real from the ground up.
Yeah, I love it.
From one car, they both, use one car to, a driveway with a couple different cars.
Yeah. You saw them put their work in.
I saw them put the work in together.
Yeah.
So I value that unity, and then I just like structure and stability anyway. So, a husband, multi-business owner, out here serving and giving back.
Yeah.
I get fulfillment from serving other people who don't have what I have.
No doubt.
So, I mean, that's pretty much my life in a nutshell. Like, I know the money that's all there is coming. It's already,
as long as you stay employed and grinding, you're going to get that.
Yeah, so really just being a servant and, prioritizing family, traveling.
Yeah.
And showing my people and showing my family and loved ones a better life.
Yeah.
So that's really, in a nutshell, for me. But, I mean, of course, continuing to build the businesses up.
Yeah.
My goal with the water brand in 10 years, we talking 5 years, but in 10 years to sell it.
Yeah.
For
I'll
a large
build it
amount.
up.
Yeah, build it up and then
sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just diversifying my portfolio and staying healthy.
For sure.
That's really, this year,
that's your journey.
That's my journey. Discipline on my health journey.
Yeah. What about kids?
Yeah, for sure. Kids, yeah.
Next 5 or 10, what you looking at? You just get the marriage first.
Yeah, he gonna get the marriage first.
Get the marriage out the way first before we get to talk about that. I can dig it. I can dig it, man.
Kids though. Definitely.
Hey, and that's one thing I can say, man. As a young man, man, it's commendable, man, when you can consciously discipline yourself, and when you make a decision to have a child, have it then, man. As long as if you're not, and don't get me wrong, I mean, kids are blessings, but I think that it says a lot about a man when he can make a decision to have a child. Than to be like, oh, you pregnant? What?
Yeah.
And then now you faced with it. And not saying those fathers don't step up and do what they have to do, but with a man on your path that's goal oriented and got those visions, man, make that a vision too. Whenever you decide to do that, make that plan consciously to say, hey, let's do it. To your significant other, like, hey, let's do it now. You know what I'm saying? I told you I'm a father of 7. I have 6 daughters, and one of those is a stepdaughter. But my best time was the 2 kids I decided to have. The rest of them I was just winging it, and like, if you get pregnant, okay. Well, I say 3. Yeah. 3 I consciously decided to have. Yeah. One I decided on my own. It wasn't her decision, but the other 2 we planned. Yeah. Like, stop your birth control. This month we gonna start from there and start working on it. It felt great though because I was prepared. So that's what I think is commendable. And I got brothers, man. I got one of my little brothers. That man didn't have a baby till he was probably like 30 something. Yeah. I was like, man, I wish I would have did that. Yeah. I had mine young. I had my first one at 16. You know what I'm saying? So I was a young father. So I always make sure I tell young men, man, do it when you when you consciously can make that decision. Absolutely. No matter what your circumstances are, just make sure that when you make that decision, you evaluate those and decide upon that. You know what I'm saying? So I commend you on just having the discipline and maintaining it at your age because, eventually, probably around about 30, you like a rare breed if you ain't got kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You are.
I mean, I know it's like a lot of 25-year-olds that but a lot of them is probably not based off discipline.
Right.
They probably been dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
But to be a young man and consciously making that effort, like, nah, I ain't ready for that. I ain't ready for that. That's powerful. You know what I'm saying? So make sure when you decide to do that, man, you make that decision on your own.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's way better that way, and it feel good, man.
Yeah.
Whenever you can say, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you looking at the baby like, yeah, I knew you was on the way. I set it
Yeah.
up for you. You see what I got for you over here? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's always dope, man. That's a better way, man. I don't know. You got anything else for the people, man?
I appreciate you for allowing me to grace this podcast, man.
Yeah, man.
Beyond the Client, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan, for real.
Hey, man,
you
I
know?
honor that. I honor that.
I'm
and I
a
appreciate
fan of
it,
it.
man.
Since I first met you, I've been liking your campaign,
Yeah.
what you've been doing, and, just keep going.
Man, I
Everybody
appreciate
else,
it, bro.
Y'all got the dream, chase it.
Yeah.
Don't let nothing get in the way. There's a lot of people who doubted me, who doubted that I'd be doing what I'm doing, and look at me. So I just say that to say, if you got a dream, you got a goal, don't let nothing come between it, and continue to thrive. And CMD Trey Moore, he with you. He praying for you. He a fan. Whatever I can do to help bring your goal or dream to life, y'all know how to get in contact with me. Let's get it.
No doubt, man. Well, look, let me say this, man. I wish you the best.
I appreciate it.
In all, man, every last one of your endeavors, your future endeavors, man. Anything that you put your hands on, man, I think it can work, man. Because you got the mind and the motivation to do so, man.
I appreciate it.
Keep up the good work, man.
It's more love, J1.
And look, we're going to have to run this whenever, we're going to let it build up, let some things come into fruition.
Years later.
Then we're going to come back and sit down again so we can update the people, man.
Let's do it.
Man, until next time, that concludes another episode of Beyond the Clientele. I'm your host, J1, J100, or Mr. So 100, because I do it the So 100 way. And big shout out to my special guest, man, CMD Trey, man. Trey Moore in the building. Till next time.